welcome back to the channel. This is Johnny. Today we got to talk about this movie, Civil War. Whew, I had high hopes for this thing. Ever since the trailer debuted and I saw the cast that was in it, it was Kirsten Dunst, my man Stephen Hendrickson, I believe his name is. What's my man's name? Stephen McKinley. Okay. He's a fabulous actor. I really love that actor. And you could tell it was the movie setting up to answer a question in terms of what could start a potential civil war. So the movie has appeal and everybody's going to want to see this thing. But unfortunately, it ain't that good. So here's why, though. I'm going to go over it. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but just stay with me. A couple minutes. I got to talk about this thing. You know, we have a very polarizing political climate inside the United States right now. And inside the United States, we have certain states that proliferates bigotry and hatred and racism. And that causes the United States to become ununited, right? So they explore that question in the movie. And they don't really tell you how the Civil War started, right? They don't really go into that, but you're just thrusted in the middle of it. Okay, cool. We can kind of see what happens based on scenes that happen in the movie later on. What's really cool about the movie, I will say, is it actually takes you on this ride through the lens of journalism. And so that right there sort of gives you a center seat of basically what's occurring inside the United States. It does a good job of hooking you. The way I would describe this movie, it's like half a movie. It's not a full movie. It's like, that's why it's a letdown. That's why people are getting pissed seeing it or what have you, because the movie has potential and you're going on this ride for about half the movie. And then all of a sudden, to me, it's kind of like they ran out of money. You know what I mean? Like we got to wrap this up. This is what it is. I don't know. I'm just saying, to me, that's what it seemed like. When it comes to this movie, it had such high potential, high hopes, and the acting was phenomenal. So all the actors in the movie, kudos to you guys. Even the director, good job, right? Cinematography's excellent. So not a problem there. But as far as telling the story, making points in the movie, man, it just misses the mark. For so many reasons, but here's the main reason. Because this movie to me is asking a question. What would happen? What would potentially happen if another civil war broke out? You know? Like, what would it be like? When it tries to answer the question, showing you in the movie, it does so with the fakest crap you ever seen. Like, it's just ridiculous. So to me, after my man Stephen McKinley, who plays Sammy, after he did his heroics in the movie, you know, the movie kind of ended for me. You know, it was kind of dead from that point on. Things did kind of escalate. It did try to escalate, but it was so fake. It was so phony that I couldn't stomach. Like, we were watching this thing, and I was just like, come on, man. First of all, let me just put this out here, okay? The President of the United States, okay, he would not be holding a third term because Civil War broke out. He would have been replaced by either the Vice President or the Speaker of the House or whoever would have been replacing this guy in the third term. So that's number one. Number two, anytime the Beast, which is the President's limousine, rolls out, they may roll out 2, 3, 4 limousines at a time. You're not going to know which one the president's in. That's number two, right? Number three, the president's going to be at Camp David. He's going to be in his underground bunker. He ain't going to be at the White House. Number four, even during a war, okay, you're not just going to be killing people senselessly. Like there's recon, there's information that you got to get from people, right? You're just out there popping, and people getting eliminated. They getting, like, you're going to be capturing people. You're going to be like, where's such and such? Who's holding such and such? Where is this? Where can I get this? Who do you know? What's it? Like, this movie was just like, it was so senseless. And there was no rhyme or reason. Like, you could have you could have went deeper into the story. You could have explained things or had more of a thought process in some of these scenes. And some of these scenes were just more like just graphic, just to be graphic, just showing you the ugliness of war, you know what I mean? Which honestly, you know, seeing people get scattered and blown up and their limbs flying everywhere and all that stuff, right? Some people, they've seen it, right? Some people get desensitized to it. Some people get used to it. Some people never seen it. Some people get sick to the stomach. Everybody's gonna have a different reaction, right? So, but the point that I'm making is that was the main focus. Like your main focus is you're on the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Like you should be focusing on like, you know, how do we develop these characters? How do we develop this story a little bit more? How do we reveal how the Civil War actually started? You know, going back to its origins. How, like, you know, it's okay to put me in the middle of it watching this film, but like throughout watching the film, reward me. Tell me, go back in time a little bit how this started. Leave some breadcrumbs. Like they didn't do that. So the movie is just senseless. It's idiotic, and honestly, half the crap, or almost all the stuff that happened in the movie, would never happen in real life. It just wouldn't. Like the president is gonna have Secret Service, National Guard, everybody around him, and you know, I'll just stop there without trying to ruin the movie. But you know, in real life, he's not gonna be. He's gonna be untouchable. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be like that. So, you know, that's it. That's my little rant. But Kirsten Dunst, excellent job. And I gotta say this, okay? This is a little spoiler alert. Everybody in the movie is like getting slayed. You know what I mean? Getting killed kind of senselessly or whatever. Okay, fine. They're getting knocked off here, and this is how it is. This is how they want to tell the story, right? But Kirsten Dunst's character, like when something happened to her, where's she at? Like, where's her body at? What happened? Just like, yo, man, this thing is annoying. All my people out there, I want to thank you. Thank you for your support and your love. I've been getting your comments and your messages while I've been out. Thank you so much for your support. I will be responding to you. I will see you on the next one. And the next one's coming soon, okay? I won't be too long. Love you guys. Peace, light, and love. Peace.